Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Canes will kick this team to get us going. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the App State Mountaineers offense making their way on the field today. And Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. I mean, this guy's as good as any of them.
Yeah, you nailed it, Chris. We've seen tight ends have a big impact in college football in the past, but what this guy is doing right now is unbelievable. Speed of a wide receiver, size and power of an offensive lineman. We're looking at a freak out there today.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And that run is good for first down yardage, a new set of downs for this offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. A quick juke. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. The shotgun running play call. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Defense is coming after him. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now, the offense tried to go play action there, but how about the big man in the middle? This defensive tackle showing you he's athletic as well. Gets to the quarterback, comes up with a big sack.
Pressure is coming. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
1st down and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that line of play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on their ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the 1st quarter clock winds down. Getting set for the 2nd quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the 1st quarter at all. Getting set here now for the 2nd period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Give it to the back again. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
A handoff from the shotgun. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays down.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score App State 7, Miami 0.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Movement here from the tight end. They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Finding some room at the 25. The Hurricanes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brings up second down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the 1st down. The Canes will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's the punt, high in the air. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The App State offense goes back on the field. It reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And he's got some room to work. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
The defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And the runner steps out of bounds, but doesn't have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that 1st down.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. And the defense smothers him for no gain. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. And the junior able to get home with the sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. That sack sets up a second down and very long. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense now operating in empty. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to throw it deep. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He breaks free. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Encroachment. Defense. Mental mistake by the defense, a 5-yard penalty. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the single back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. It's been very evenly played through 2 quarters. Both teams have been physical. Both teams have battled there in the trenches. Neither has been perfect, but they're both right there in this game. And it's kind of the calm before the storm. Each side sort of licking their wounds right now, but expect another fight in a phone booth in this second half.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown for the U. And they go in front here in the second half. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The App State offense goes back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He eludes the rush. Looking to scramble now. Slides down to avoid the tackle. One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be 1st down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's going to pull it down and run. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Now the try here for the extra point. The PAT
Yeah, that bill was dinner.
and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? On first down, it's play action. Oh,
come on.
Off the tip by the defense there. He's going to bring up second down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Dude, come on. Take your
Get
speed.
him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to extend the play. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Will he score here?
God
That's
damn.
a strong run. They finally tackle him down at
Hold on
the
to the
4.
ball, quarterback.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. We've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line.
Oh, no.
Brings it down at the 26. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's 2nd down here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Eludes a tackle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down play coming up. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now the 40, the 30, inside the 20. Touchdown, App State. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets fooled here. He might have thought it was man-to-man coverage. I thought he might go to the outside. He comes back to the middle, and that linebacker's playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of that throw, and takes it to the house for a touchdown.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks like he's going to run it.
Pow!
And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet. And the Canes come to the line in a hurry-up.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on it.
And he cannot escape defense with a sack. So from the 18-yard line, it's 2nd and long.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quick throw to his receiver. And the ball is picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. The defense with more pre-snap movement. First down, looking to throw the ball.
Oh, shit.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. There's no one to throw to there on third down. And now it's a fourth down coming up. The Hurricanes will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Got a lot of time back there. Now throws it to the right. Field incomplete and a turnover on downs. The App State offense goes back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And looking to throw now on first down. Going for a big play downfield. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. That sack sets up an important third down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. running out of time in the pocket. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining. And completion makes it second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marked.